The weekend is on deck, and so is nighttime baseball from Petco Park in San Diego's Gaslamp District. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Stay tuned for Padres baseball next on the show. Luis Perdomo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Stepping up now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Second of 4 on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Guys, the Swingin' Friars, as they take the field here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go. The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Oh, and he misses it.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base, so that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a 1-base error.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 264 is average entering play, 18 homers and 65 RBIs. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
At the plate, Nolan Arenado. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. He's got 5 base hits in 24 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Perdomo has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Gonzalez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. LeMahieu at second, Parra at first, 2 out in the inning. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Spangenberg. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. And now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. Antonio Senzatella will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Manuel Margot, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Here it comes. Now a flare out toward right center. Gonzalez coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
So coming to the plate, Corey Spangenberg. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. Here comes the first pitch. There goes Margot. Pitch misses low. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way, put your foot on the gas, and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
Into the box now, Eric Hosmer. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We are still scoreless. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot's under it. He's got it one away.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
1-1 to the Rockies first baseman. McMahon is 6'2" and bats left but throws right-handed. He's a second-year big leaguer. Drilled down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
That'll bring up Tony Walters as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and 17 RBIs. And he misses with it. 1-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And he throws it away. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Antonio Senzatella, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Galvis on to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball from downtown San Diego right after this. Here's Will Myers, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Myers.
First offering on its way. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left and makes all the routine plays.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Renfroe. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Striding in, Chase Headley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set and the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Renfroe, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he misses again, 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Here it comes, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike one. The 3-1. And that misses, ball four. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Batting seventh, catcher, Austin.
Now at the plate, Austin Hedges. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. LeMahieu on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Two complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Grounded back up the middle. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. In is Gerardo Parra, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now batting.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Third inning, no score to this point. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Rockies are down quietly. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Ready. Galvis.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luis Perdomo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. Galvis on at first. Nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. And that's out number one.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
Settling in now, Manuel Margot. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Even 1-1 count to Margot. Margot, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-1. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. The 2-2 is a fastball that misses. count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
So striding forward now, Corey Spangenberg. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive to left. Hara is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Padres leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Nolan Arenado. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Hit to short. Galvis is there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. In now for Colorado, Carlos Gonzalez. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Myers. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. Now Gonzalez is around second, on his way to third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
Now a move by the manager to bring the corners in. So they'll try to cut down the runner at home, but they'll give up the run for an out if it's hit to a middle infielder. Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run scores to give the Rockies an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
In now, Tony Walters. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
3-0 to him now. McMahon is off at first with 2 away. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Soft liner to the left side. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Standing in now, Antonio Senzatella. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And it's fouled away. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. Hit back up the middle. Spangenberg has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rockies forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Colorado's out in front, 1-0. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Eric Hosmer.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Here it comes, 2-0. Here's a drive out to left center field. Hosmer around first, on his way to second now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Into the box now, Will Myers. Popped him up. Story calls for it. 1 out.
The batter, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Ready for another chance, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors thus far for San Diego. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Story throws it in. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Digging in, the switch hitter, Chase Headley, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Dero, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Into the box, Austin Hedges, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 on its way. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Renfroe over at second. Headley is over at first with 1 away. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hey. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Coming in is Blackman. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Galvis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. LeMahieu gets to it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the one. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go DJ LeMahieu. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
Digging in once again, Gerardo Parra. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. One out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Here comes another 0-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece.
Leading out for the Padres.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Luis Perdomo. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 7.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Blackmon will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
At the plate, Corey Spangenberg. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Breaking ball's in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Arenado is there for it. And he brings it in on the warning track. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Here's Nolan Arenado. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Perdomo is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Hit high and deep to left field. Myers going back at the track, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Rockies have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Story stands at first with 1 out. Runner goes. Check swing grounder to the right side. And he is in there.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Renfroe moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, pitcher.
So here now is the pitcher, Antonio Senzatella. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Popped up. Spangenberg moving to his left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rockies get one on the solo blast from Carlos Gonzalez. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 2-1 Colorado. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Eric Hosmer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, what a stop to first. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 for the ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're down 2-1. Back here at Petco Park, Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Edobrey Ramos is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 61, Edobrey Ramos.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Hey, big curveball right there. He's able to steal a strike. I don't blame the batter one bit. That looked out of the zone, out of the hand, but he was able to drop it in at the top of the strike zone.
Hit out towards second. Spangenberg is there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 6, Gerardo Parra.
So striding in, Gerardo Parra. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
In now, Charlie Blackmon. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ready for another shot now, Chase Headley. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And right into the shift. McMahon's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Into the box, Austin Hedges. He flew out in his last at-bat. The pitch. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. Austin Hedges with a solo shot. 24 home runs for him on the season, and the Padres have come back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Adam Ottavino takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
The batter number 13, shortstop, Ready, Alves.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
One out, nobody on. Cue shot here out towards short, and that'll be the second out.
The pitcher, number 61, Ramos.
Alex Dickerson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Alex Dickerson.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Parra moves over, and the inning is over. Padres strike back to tie things on the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
1-1.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. So 1 gone for the Rockies here in the 8th, and standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight up alignment. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Into the box now, Trevor Story. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Called strike 0-2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. To short, hit hard. Fielded by Galvis. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. David Dahl will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 26.
Mike Dunn is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
38, Mike Dunn.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Margot. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Manuel Margot.
He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Dunn, originally from the state of New Mexico, he was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3. The 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now to the plate, Corey Spangenberg. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Margot on second. Spangenberg on at first with nobody out. 2-0 now.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
And it's fouled away. The 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Parra comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Myers. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the at-bat. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's gone 3 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Now the 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy, and this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
Brian Shaw answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Brian Shaw. fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Three runs already home here. Fouled away. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Here's Chase Headley. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. But the Padres pick up 3 on this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's now 5-2 San Diego. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Brad Hand comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Brad Hand.
So digging in now, Ryan McMahon trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
0-1 the count. A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled off. Hand, a Minnesota-born ball player. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Line drive to center field. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
That'll bring up Tony Walters as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Ian Desmond will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 home. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Here's the 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. His career line against Brad Hand. He's 0 for 8. McMahon leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that one got a piece of him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
In is Gerardo Parra. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
5-2 the final score tonight. San Diego crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Jose Torres earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Brad Hand closes the door for the save, his 43rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Final line score of our ball game tonight for the notorious San Diego Padres. 5 runs